Coasters are supposed to be fun, but I wonder why the majority of them are awful. You got the awful B&M Gigas, ugh, and Intamin Blitzes. But for every bad coaster, there's a good one. Let's rank up the 10 worst and 10 best coasters. Let's get negative first. For number 10 worst, that is X2 at Six Flags Magic Mountain. Aerodynamics is really good, but not that good. It's good yet not. And their worst coaster might be X2. If I wanted intensity, I'd drive around the California freeway at 100 miles per hour as I get caught by the police. Also, the free seats flip. Air came out with really good coasters such as Corkscrew at Cedar Point, but come on, at least it is smooth unlike the rest of the coasters. Hyrota and Man, it was the opposite of a really great aero coaster, very intense and one of the best. It sucks. I wonder who thought it was a good idea to, make a really bad coaster like that. SMH, this is why Magic Mountain is suck. It suck. Number 10 best is Roar at Six Flags America. GCI has really gone downhill, but their coasters will remain in our hearts. Their strong start started with Roar at Six Flags America, which is a good coaster, which is rough, boring layout, which seems to never end. Oh, that's not what I meant. I mean, great, rough, great layout. Very great layout. I never wrote it, but people tell me that roughness is really great. We do have haters for some reason, which is weird. Saying that they want it to be RMC and ruin the old classic layout. People need to stop hating on this type of stuff. I hate haters.
Oh, that's so much class!
Number 9 worst is Orion at Kings Island. Orion is a B&M kiddie coaster located at Kings Island and somewhere in Ohio. It's an Ohio coaster, so it's Ohio. Anyways, this lame B&M opened 3 years ago. Talk about a bad recent addition. I don't know why awful parks at Kings Island and Cedar Point add these smooth, intense coasters. If I wanted smoothness, I would sit on my couch watching some kid raging at Fortnite. Number 9 best is Windjammer surf races are not very fun. This is the first removed coaster on this list and shows how much theme parks hates us. Knott's Farm is a park I visited last year and show us how the park is dissolved. Windjammer was made by Toga, which made awful coasters in Japan, but made awesome coasters here in the US. Windjammer had these amazing restraints that make your head bang around with their ears, which is all about. Knott's Farm had annoying people as their HR and sued Toga for no reason. Sure, it was open like 0.01%, but that is just, stupid complaining. The replacement was awful. If they want me to love this park, replace Ghost Rider with the Vekoma SLC and give it the upgrade it needs. Number 8 awful. Deswear this Carnan. I can't even pronounce it. This coaster is just awful to the point that they don't want you to pronounce it. Somewhere in Germany where they don't speak English. I mean, Germany's a great place and all, but they have filled it up with awful coasters such as this. It's 200 feet, drops in close, it's smooth, and, whatever. Number 8 It's Peppa Pig, so it gets a thumbs up for me and everyone. Number 7 worst. RMC Raptors and Topper Track. RMC are the most awful manufacturers in the country. The Raptors and Topper Tracks are awful. These are smooth and intense, it gives airtime, and even has inversions. The worst part is that you don't even bang your head. I wonder why RMC is so awful. Number 7 positive. Number 10 yes. Number 7 yes. Yes. Bandit and Movie Park Germany in Germany. I forgot to list the city. But it's Germany. Germany's good. Germany's a good place. You should visit it. On the other hand, RCCA is so good at coasters. They know how to save money, and in case these parks want to sue them, they do a legal thing that is not proven by the law and make a subsidiary. And it's so legal that it's illegal. How cool is that? Man, it is rough and just great. The layout does not fill with any airtime, and they must be running great square wheels on this thing. Wow. Number 6 worst, Lightning Rod at Dollywood. The only good thing about this coaster is that it closes a lot, showing how many major fixes, but they never fixed the ride fully. Who thought it was a good idea to put freaking launches on a wood coaster? That's awful and breaks the law. That breaks every single law, though, man. I rode this coaster and it sucks. It's smooth, but why? If I wanted smooth, I would lay on my bed. Number 6 positive. Number 6 yes. Mean Streak at Cedar Point. Mean Streak was made by an OK manufacturer. They made awful coasters, none at the base, but Mean was a top of the line coaster. Cedar Point loved it so much that they put square wheels on the roughness to 11. I think that someone complained about it and sued them, and it's gotten worse, but we'll get to that later. Number 5 best. Goliath at Six Flags New England. It's an The only weird thing about Six Flags New England is that it's not in England, so they are scamming us. I mean, Goliath was a good coaster. Goliath is everything a coaster should be. It honestly opened as an awful coaster that it was actually smooth. Ew. If I wanted smoothness, I'd sit on my chair making a non-April Fool's video, because this video is not a joke at all. I am not joking. I am 100% serious. But when Six Flags relocated it, we were all hoping for an improvement. The park made a good choice though, because not only did they have a Vekoma Boomerang, but now they have a better one right next to it. Six Flags still had to fix the awfulness, so they contracted Premier Rides to step up to the job, and they did not disappoint. Sadly, some idiot at Six Flags decided to complain, so now it's gone, but it will never be forgotten. Number 5, worst coaster, Fury 325 at Carowinds. Fury 325 was opened at Carowinds, and man, was it god-awful. It's 320 feet. It's 325 feet tall, so 325 feet worse than any coaster. This is 325 feet worse than this video. This Balaji and Mabala? How can I even pronounce that? Whatever, but let's call it E and A. E and A. Balaji on Mabala? I can't even pronounce it. That's how bad it is. Made a bigger version of Orion. As Orion opened in 2020 and Fury opened in 2015, so why did they make it Fury 325 worse than Orion? It's smooth, but that's fine. But it's intense with airtime. I can't even bang in my head. Let's get 325 thumbs down from me. And everyone in this world who's probably watching this video, since I am so famous, my ego is not big, it's actually why am I making this video? Okay, number 3, best, all Vekoma SLCs. Vekoma has gotten a lot worse these days, but their SLCs have stayed the same and is great. Their suspending looping coasters has good restraints that make your head bang and have a fun time. And if you have internal bleeding, it means that you are great. It means that it is positive. We all love those Vekoma SLCs. Sadly, some of them got ruined by this awful restraints. And one of the worst is Great Nor'easter. I wonder why people ruin such a great model. Number 3, bad. El Toro at Six Flags Great Adventure. I don't know why someone would make such a smooth and intense coaster. Like, you're basically asking for, you know, the worst of the worst. I wonder why Six Flags would buy this. I mean, like, Intamin did great for them. Like, you know, Green Lantern First Flight, which will be later. I just wonder why. Number 2, worst. Dodger at Energylandia. I don't know, this just sucks. It's basically everything an RMC should not be. It just sucks. It sucks. It sucks. Okay. It's just made by RMC, you know, 200 feet, 206 feet, you know, has inversions. It's not a good ride. It's in Energylandia in Poland somewhere. I wonder why international parks are making such worse coasters like SMH. Number 2 best coaster, Green Lantern First Flight at Six Flags Magic Mountain. Intimated had awful versions of Zaxxon, but they shocked us with greatness with Green Lantern. Six Flags decided to save us from the awful experience once again by adding weight to the trains, which causes strain on the track and which makes us not rotate so much. We all loved it so much that Six Flags wanted to spread this to a wider audience at LeRon so they could be more fair. I hope we can have more coasters like these. I wonder why LeRon canceled it. It seems like Six Flags had a management change and they were like, ew, stinky, no. Number 1, worst. Steel Vengeance at Cedar Point. Like, it's the world's worst coaster ever. Like, who makes such a... It's full of airtime inversion, you can't bang your head at all. I mean, like, you also have to pass TSA to prove it. You also have to pass TSA. I mean, like, sure, TSA is fine, but, like, on a roller coaster? Just SMH. SMH, it sucks, you know. Full of airtime, you know, very intense. It's also smooth. It's smoother than me falling down the stairs. Okay. I don't know what I'm doing. Number 1 best coaster, Son of Beast at Kings Island. Son of Beast was a great coaster made by the best manufacturer, RCCA. People seriously loved this coaster as Paramount did not disappoint. While Six Flags opened the OK Goliath, and Cedar Fair and some random park in Japan opened the awful Giga coasters, Paramount wanted a real competition, so they opened the first 200-foot Witter coaster. It was so great that Paramount asked RCCA if they could work on it and then finish this amazing coaster. This coaster will make you have your head explode, but you'll have a great time. Sadly, some idiot decided to not like the coaster, and then Cedar Fair, you know, ruins everything, so they ruined Son of Beast by removing it. At least they removed the vertical loop, which was the worst part of the ride. Seriously. At least it was made by RTCA. It was treacherous for the time it was there. Okay, well, I was just joking. Happy April Fools, everyone. Or sad April Fools. I really don't care. Just kidding. I care. If you're dumb, I'm joking, and I mean the opposite of most of the stuff. But on Sea of Vengeance, you actually do have to go through TSA. It's weird, and I don't like it. Well, I have to go through a TSA on a coaster. Anyways, hope you enjoyed this video, and subscribe to this channel. Why am I even making this? Have a nice day, guys. Please don't dislike. I'm thinking of something funny to say, but I'm done, so bye.